to life, the Human Rights Act, an introduction. Yeah. Now, hundreds of laws have been passed affecting every aspect of our life. Now, 50 years ago, Britain helped to ensure our basic liberties into the European Convention on Human Rights, and I've talked to you about that. Yeah. Now, just get me all the individuals that are able to practice law in the United Kingdom. Yes, in the highest courts of the provinces or the states of that country. Yeah, in all of the Commonwealth, Queen. Pooh. Now, we could only claim by taking the long road to Strasbourg. The Human Rights Act means that safeguard our rights here in the United Kingdom. Yeah. Now, it's really good that you produce all of this literature. Yes. hmm hmm Now, the 2nd of October of 2000, the Human Rights Act of 1998 became full force. Yep. And there's the European Convention on Human Rights. As much as you disagree with me emailing other nations, yeah. When the United States refuses to enforce the rights of myself and my family, yeah, I felt an obligation to email other nations. Now, this is really nice. There's the value of fairness, respect, equality, dignity, autonomy. Oh, they have values and why they pass right to life, not to be tortured, fair trial. Now, I'm going to look at the values of those in office. Ooch. What do you value as an employee of this great government? Research report 28 on the human rights in Britain. Yeah. Critical review. Well, Human Rights and Social Justice Research Institute at the London Metropolitan University. Oh, and then there are the global partners and associates. I'd like to know the employees of them. Sometimes when you get employed, let's say the Queen. Yes. She said, "Well, I want to put together all kinds of different literature to give out to the English servants of the crown. And I want to employ all these different law firms and different organizations." Yeah. Global Partners and Associates, Human Rights and Social Justice, London Metropolitan, so that I can prove that if I ever find out that anybody's violating the rights, yes, of any citizen of any nation, that I have an obligation to, well, let's look at the actual authors of all the literature that I have put on my drives. Yes. Let's look at that. Are you legally liable for any knowledge of your literature? Yes. Well, see, this is like hate crime, a multidisciplinary curriculum for law enforcement. Oh, and victims assistance professionals. The National Center for Hate Crime Prevention Education Development Center, yes, and the United States Department of the Justice Office for Victims of Crime. Now, the EDC, yes, and the OVC. Oh, this is a multidisciplinary curriculum, yes, that responds to and describes those that are victims of hate crimes. Yes. Now, I would say when you fabricate false evidence against me, yeah, I'm a victim of a hate crime. Ouch. When you called the police 20 days after I had contacted Healthy Families of Clallam County, yeah, I was a victim of a hate crime. Poop. When you fraudulently said that I was cyber stalking and I was in Jefferson County on June 16th, that was a hate crime. In fact, I go so far as to say that the false arrest that took place on Guam that enabled my wife to kidnap my sons, yeah, that was a hate crime. Pooch. Now, the National Bias Crimes Training Manual, yes, the word bias is very important to me. Poop. Let's say that there's a large number of individuals that have some bias against me. They know I'm going to sue them. Yes, I'm going to sue for their prosecution. I'm going to sue for restitution. I'm going to sue their employers. In fact, I'm going to sue their associations and organizations that have bylaws.